believe we're good. So, this. Okay. Stop. Oh, no, 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 no. You don't get to look, everybody, all the world. Hang on. You know, and I keep saying, remember my password on Steam, and for some reason it doesn't remember my password, so it's okay. Why ask me? What's the point then? All right, that. Yep, okay. There's that. Do that. Yep. Oh, almost. One more thing. Sorry. Really fast. All right. How do the windows switch and get on top of each other so I can't see, like, the chat, for example? All right. Out. That is not centered at all. Right, and I know why. Give me a second here. I'm going to also put the number of times I move it just so that I can. So I'm going to go 31 here. Just so that I am remembering. And okay. I have to make a phone call. Give me a second here. I don't want to take too long, but I'm gonna do a phone call. So I'm gonna mute myself as well as turn off my webcam, but I am still around, just so you know. So, in fact, we're gonna do this. Okay. Yep, and I will do some music while it goes. All right, let's try this again. Sorry about that. Yeah. I have a friend who's going through some stuff and really needed to talk. Hey, good day, Monmouth. Yeah, I have a friend who's going through some stuff and really needed to talk, and I intended on talking to him before the stream, and I completely forgot. And I was like, crap, I need to call him. So I realized it was when I already started streaming, but I didn't want to call him at like what would be, after midnight my time or something. So sorry about that. All right. Who left? Oh, somebody else. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. When you find out your wife of 20 years has decided, figured out, however that works, that she's a lesbian and is getting separated from him and is in the process of figuring things out. Probably, I would guess, will end up in a divorce. So, and he now, yeah, and now he needs so she and he have 4 children. None of them, one of them is in high school, but none of them are graduated or anything yet. So they have 4 children, and they had apparently a huge fight today. And so he's like, I got to move out. And so we were discussing the possibilities of moving in together temporarily till he finds a place. So I would be moving also, or finding him a place near me that's just a single apartment where he is or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's a hard thing. Like, I'm not going to tell anybody their business, right? They need to decide whatever they're going to decide. But I feel it's really kind of, it's basically the same thing. Like, let's say, yeah. Like, let's say, for example, I was married for 20 years, had 4 kids, right? Same circumstance, basically. And then I decided I didn't love my wife anymore. And I move out and I go start dating some other woman. And, basically the marriage isn't going to stay. Isn't that basically the same thing as saying, well, I've decided I'm going to start dating this woman? I'm a woman, I'm going to start dating this woman, and I'm sorry I won't be with you anymore. That's the same thing. You committed to a relationship, you've decided you're not going to stay committed anymore, and the children and your spouse are left with all the pieces falling, right? It's not a good situation. It's the thing is too. His partner, she's a friend of mine too, or at least has been. I don't know if she still considers me a friend or not, but I mean, she was at least a friend of his or a friend of mine. So, like, it's 2 friends kind of fighting. So, it's whatever. It is what it is, and there's not much I can do about it. So, in the last part, let me go out here again really fast. So, we had this lock, and with help from a walkthrough, got this door unlocked. And so we're in this hallway now. This is inside Samuel Poer's tomb. And I don't know what we're supposed to find here or anything. We're obviously investigating that cult with the serpent ring. Very serpentine cult right there. The statues with the saurian heads, like the serpent, like, or the lizard heads or whatever, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, exactly. Anyway, so that's where we left off, is we basically went in here and then I saved the game. So I don't know if there's going to be more we're gonna find. So we were here and we learned that Edward Braunbell, who owned this mansion, was taken by the cult and imprisoned down below in the tomb, or the, not the tomb, the caverns or passageways below Ivar Bergen's cabin. Okay. So Edward Braunball, who owned this, Braunbell, whatever his name is, anyway, who owned this mansion, he was taken and kidnapped, basically, put down here, and now he's basically the insane man down below. We were here, and we keep running into some trouble. Now, when we were at Clark Field's residence, and we had gone down below, we heard some noises, freaked out, and left. Here, we actually encountered somebody. In the distance, we saw somebody in robes, and then we encountered what looked like maybe one of those Saurian priests or something close up right before we were knocked out. And we came to, and we were up above, like on the upper level of the mansion or the manor, and so we left. Anyway, so he was kidnapped. Somebody else has taken up residence here, basically for the cult, right? On behalf of the cult or whatever. The owner is over here a prisoner, and all these different notes and things we found have led us to this cemetery. I don't know, have we been to this spot? This is the fourth one. Have we been here yet? This is Ivar Bergen's cabin. This is Edward Braunball's mansion. This is the cemetery where we are now. We're going to investigate the tomb here in a second. But have we been to this other one? I feel like we've not, right? I feel like this is something else. Red Town. So, could this final symbol belong to Mr. Field's residence? Oh, maybe that's what it is. Most likely. Ah, so this is Mr. Field's place, probably. I see. So it looks like we've now identified all the places on here, I guess. Okay. This is a point in the game that almost nobody has seen. Really? Interesting. I've made it farther than anybody has made it, or a lot of people have made it. Interesting. I mean, in fairness, there are a large number of people on any game, I think, who quit before they get however far in the game, but still. Can I? Okay. This. Ooh. Abd al-Aziz. Interesting. Okay, there was... I think it was on one of the letters, though, that we read at Ivar Bergen's cabin. So that becomes a little more problematic because we would have to go back there to see. But there was like a Shalif something or other name on one of those. I don't know if we're looking for that. Given that this looks like an Arabic name, though, and that sounds, Shalif something or other sounds like it's an Arabic name. I wonder if those are supposed to be the same, like if that's supposed to be like the clue. We're looking for that kind of thing. I don't know. I don't see any way to move closer this way, so I don't think that's what we're trying to do. After 120 hours. Yeah, there are definitely people who do not last that long in games. I do. Sometimes, I mean, I've had some games just on YouTube that I've done that have lasted that long, but it's not super common, but it does happen. What was... I think Gothic 2 was that long, and someday, when I finally get there and I play Witcher 3, that'll be that long. I need to play Cyberpunk again, too, by the way. But I'm so swamped trying to catch up with things from past from current and then also past Halloween streams and stuff. I'm kind of not worrying about that right now, but I am going to play that again. And that still has quite a ways to go, I think. There's the main storyline, but even beyond that. Anyway. Yeah. Very, very possible. This one is D Kelso or Celso, Kelso probably, right? D Kelso. Okay, so this is more so that whereas that was like a kind of an Arabic name, this is like a Latin name or something. And then H.G. Adalbert, this is like a Germanic name or actually more like an Anglo-Saxon name or possibly Old Norse name, something like that. H.G. Adalbert. Okay. Okay, so I'm assuming we're trying to figure out. This one's worn away. Although, given this kind of coloring, it looks like somebody may have used acid or something and dissolved it away. Or not acid, but something to kind of scratch it away. So you can't tell whose tube it is. Okay, apparently I needed rope. Just got it. Oh. That looks like that goes downstairs. We'll apparently need rope at some point, though. Oh, and we can go back out again. So 2 doors for this. Okay, fine. Can we go farther this way at all? Yeah. What do we see here? Down a few stairs. Interesting design, but I don't... Oh. It'll let me try to go farther. I probably don't want to try to go farther right now. Do I have... I don't have a torch or a lantern or anything, right? Yeah. We obviously don't have the torch that Clark Field had used because he threw it and broke it like a sissy boy. Just kidding. But also, the lantern that we had initially, did it break? I'm trying to remember what happened to it. We don't have it for whatever reason. I think it might have broken, but I don't remember now. Because I don't think there's nothing else over here. It's just wall. So, okay, let's not go there yet. Just in case there are 2 rooms on the side across, let's go back to the front here. We'll go in this one now. Okay, so more tombs. M. Renshu. Sounds Asian. KT Corey. Not sure what language or culture that would come from. Anything? There was rope in the other one. Was there anything over here to grab? What is that? Strange smoke is flowing from the cracks in the wall. I think the other side of the wall is hollow. Oh, and that's what Clark Field saw down below when he had gone in that tunnel on the side of his well. He ended up in a place where there was a crack in the wall and there was smoke coming out of the crack. Right. So we have a similar thing here now. What if this is going to make us, Howard, hallucinate more? Or hallucinate again? I feel like that's probably tied directly to like cult ceremonies or practices or something. Right? I think that's what that's probably tied to. Whoa. Do you see that graphically? I look way over here. See how this is kind of blurred and brighter? I go forward one, it's not as bright and not as blurred. Interesting. Graphical glitch. Anyway. Corday, I think, is probably going to be like... Yeah, I don't know. Something mainland European, I would guess. Cornely, probably also. Conrad with a K. Conrad is, well, Conrad with a C, like Joseph Conrad, right, is, what is he, Scottish? Irish? One of the two. I can never remember. And then this one is probably some... It's hard to tell because it's like super kind of blotted, so not as easily read. I feel like this is probably a script language, though, so something like Arabic or possibly character-based, like maybe Mandarin or something, but Polish, is that Polish? Makes sense. Heart of Darkness. Yeah, Heart of Darkness was... The story was from Belgium, but was he Polish? I could have sworn he was like Irish or something, but wrote a story about... But my memory's flawed, so that's fine. So I was wrong, obviously. But yeah, his story was about Belgium, right? And the kind of the Belgium slave trade or whatever you want to say. Or say slave trade? No, not slave trade. But like the diamond trade and everything in Africa and all the stuff they did there for their empire and everything. Polish British. Oh, okay. So he was British, but he was Polish originally. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So we both basically were correct. Kind of. Neither of us were correct and we were both correct. Although I was more wrong because I said Scottish, not British, but it's locked. I hear some distant voices. Is that howling? Do I really want to go down to some place that's where there's howling? I'm thinking no. Was that? I just did, oh, what's his name? Doggone it. Brain is not functioning tonight. That doesn't bode well for doing a point and click where I'm supposed to try to figure out mysteries and clues and things. Put things together. What was his name? The guy that did the Saturday Night Live cowbell? Why can I not think of his name? Anyway, I was like, no, I don't want to go down there. Lock is broken. I can't open it. Hear some distant voices. Is that howling? Okay, so we do still have... Lock is broken. Can't open it anyway. Okay, fine. So we do still have straightforward here anyway. Are they chanting? I just heard the same sound. It's coming from beyond that door. That door's locked. I mean, I don't think I have... Letterman, no. I don't know if I'm gonna remember his name. Oh, Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken. There you go. I was like, why am I drawing a blank? I totally know his name. Yeah, Christopher Walken. I got a fever, and the only cure for my fever is more cowbell. Um. I mean, I guess we. I don't know if there of anything we would use here. We saw the crack and couldn't really do anything with it as far as I could tell. We don't have anything to plug it up or anything. We got the rope. I didn't see anything else. We could always go back, I guess. Well, maybe we can go back. We can reload if we need to. But we can always go back and get something else if there's something we're missing. Yeah, okay. Forward one. Yeah, these are more those. I was wondering, these are like sitting, but still like the Saurian statues.